All right, welcome back. This video, I'm going to walk through my solution to the DataDevQuest Intermediate Challenge for the Tableau Embedding API. So if you haven't had a chance yet, go back and take a look at the Beginner Challenge. It gives you just kind of an overview of the Tableau Embedded API. You get a chance to create your first listener event, get a chance to explore how the embedding works. Here, we're going to take it a little step further. So we're not just embedding a dashboard this time, we're going to create some communication between our web application and the Tableau content. So let me show you what that means in practice. So if you take a look here, if you haven't had a chance to explore yet, this is the Tableau DataDevQuest Challenge. These are done every month and on a number of different topics. You can see this week we're embedding Tableau content using the embedded API, but there's a metadata API as well, using Tableau table extensions. So there's a lot of resources here for those just starting out, want to get a chance to get your feet wet. I would recommend taking a look, going to datadevquest.com, and the past challenges, the solutions are provided for you as well. So great place to go if you're just getting started. Special thank you to Kyle Massey for putting this one together, and the rest of the DataDevQuest team as well. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. You can see on the challenge, gives you a little bit of a sneak peek here. There's some resources to help you if you're having trouble or just want to get more familiar. I would highly recommend, if you haven't done this, as a matter of fact, here it says start here if you're new. I agree. Tableau Embedding API Playground is a great place to go. If you're just getting started and you just want to explore the embedded API, or you just want to see what it's about, you can actually use your own Tableau dashboard from Tableau Public, or you can use the sample that's provided. So you can see here, just to give you an idea, here's the dashboard. You can see the JavaScript below and the HTML. So if you want to, change the look of your dashboard, the dimensions, so on, you can do that right here. We'll talk a little bit more about the Tableau Viz component here. And then if you want to make your dashboard interactive, or you want to add things to your dashboard that aren't native to Tableau, you can do so here. One way to do that is to just go in. If you want to add interactions, for example, let's say in my dashboard, I want to create filters. If I want to add a filter, you can see here there's a place for you to drop your code. It's really easy, literally just drag and drop and go from there. So in this particular dashboard, it's already got the code for you. You can play around with it a little bit. So I would recommend exploring this if you haven't had a chance to already. So again, just like in the beginner challenge, I'm going to go ahead and take one of my dashboard that's on Tableau Public, and we're going to actually embed this into what would be a web page. We'll do it locally on our own machine. So let me go ahead and take you to my solution. All right, you can see much like the last challenge, the HTML is provided for you. You got your JavaScript. So I chose to put it all in one place. So the challenge asks us to basically create interactive features where the dashboard and the web page are going to communicate with each other. So here's what I built. When a user selects data in the dashboard, we're going to have a side panel that's going to slide out with some information, based on the context of what you've selected. We're going to clear the selections with a button, which programmatically essentially updates the dashboard. So let's go ahead. I'm going to right click here. We're going to open in our own environment on a live server. So here's the dashboard. Just like on the beginner challenge, the spinner is now gone. Pop-up tells you when your dashboard is ready. So that was our first listener event. And then now, what's different from the beginner challenge, I'm going ahead and I'm going to click on one of the values. So I don't know, let's go with this one, sales by state. So if I click on this, you look in the right-hand side, some more information is here for you. So when a user selects it, a side panel opens up and it tells you what's been selected. what that measure is about. And then if you're all finished, once you're done, you can go ahead and clear your selections by selecting the button. Notice the side panel now goes away. So yeah, pretty cool. So let me go ahead and click on a different chart. Let's go with region sales and profit in the West. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. You'll see, boom, right-hand side panel opens up, tells you what chart you selected, what that chart is about, what it measures. And you could add other information as well. If you really want to get into it, you can programmatically have it put in the calculations here, whatever the results are in your viz. You could take it a step further and do that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and clear the selections. Once again, notice the dashboard updates to go back to where it's default, and the side panel is now gone. Let's go back to the code. And I do want to mention here that something about the way that I put it together. I kept all the JavaScript in line in the HTML rather than using a separate JavaScript file. The challenge template basically provide not only the helper functions, but my approach takes my solution takes a little bit of a different approach. Instead of showing raw data, I'm providing some descriptions for each chart type, as you saw in the viz. I'm still using the Tableau viz component for embedding, and I still have the first event listener. So again, I'm still using what was suggested, but now I've added a second event listener. It says mark selection changed. So this fires whenever a user selects or deselects marks in the dashboard. And what's interesting is when it fires, basically, I can access details about what was selected. And we saw that. Under this section here, you can see it's taking the sheet names from your workbook and actually using those to use as a descriptor for each of the charts. And I created this lookup table called chart help right here. And it maps the worksheet names to the descriptions, as I mentioned. So I've got 11 different chart types defined, and anything from sales trends to geographic comparisons and so on. So when a selection happens, it basically looks up the worksheet name in the table, pulls the appropriate description, and then pushes that to the off-campus panel, which is what you saw earlier. So it's simple, but it's an effective way, I guess, to provide some information in context. So it's much cleaner than trying to format and display all the raw data, which is what basically the template was, the functions were designed for. So it was really a great design by Kyle and the team. And if you look a little bit further here, you can see the side panel with its event listener, basically pulling in the detail from the worksheet. This is for if there's a canned response, basically, like if there's it's unable to find the worksheet name, if there's some kind of discrepancy or it doesn't exist, that's okay. It'll still get this basic response that says that the view is part of the dashboard. So one thing I want to draw your attention to here is the clear selected marks. So this is really where this is an example of showing that communication between the web interface and the dashboard. All right, so just to kind of recap some of the key concepts for the intermediate challenge. One, this mark selected change event. This really lets you basically respond to user interactions in real time. Number two, I would say the clear selected marks. This lets you basically programmatically control the dashboard. Third, you can create event objects basically that contain information about what's happening, including the worksheet names and details. You can create specific experiences by combining the API features and basically using your own imagination. Embedding API has tons of other methods for filters, parameters, exporting data, and more. So this is really just scratching the surface. So all of the information is up on GitHub, broken down a lot of what we went through in the video, with some helpful code snippets as well, just to kind of give you an idea of what areas we're focusing on. So break it down a little bit more in detail if you want to give this a try on your own. So I encourage you, if you haven't done the beginner challenge, to do so, and then come back and take a look at the intermediate challenge, which is what we just took a peek at. So thanks for watching, and happy coding.